everybody. Today we are going to talk about the female narcissist. So much of the information out there is about the male narcissist and the abuse suffered by women, usually against women. But females can have MPD also, and the reality is narcissistic abuse is incredibly damaging and abusive for all victims who are exposed to it, men and women alike. Not to mention, narcissistic abusers don't only abuse their partner or spouse, they are abusive to their children, co-workers, siblings, grandchildren, etc. These people do not discriminate against anyone when it comes to abusing and manipulating people. They are toxic to everyone. So today we're going to explore 10 typical behaviors of the female narcissist. If you are new to my channel, I would like to take a moment and welcome you and invite you to please subscribe and be sure and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, if you are interested in private one-on-one narcissistic abuse recovery coaching with me, please visit my website or send me an email. Both are linked in the description below. When we examine any type of narcissist, they will always have the same underlying core toxic traits. They will exhibit an addiction to feeling special, unique, or superior, and they will lack empathy. They will feel entitled, and they will be exploitative. The 3 E's or the triple E, as defined by Craig Malkin, who wrote an amazing book titled Rethinking Narcissism. Those are the primary traits that all narcissists will have in common, and those are the ones that you should be looking out for. And the female narcissist will definitely exhibit the 3 E's. And of course, the name of the game is always to obtain narcissistic supply. So, what are some very common and toxic traits to watch out for that the female narcissist will usually exhibit? I'm going to give you my top 10 most noticeable traits and behaviors to be watching out for. Number 1, she is extremely competitive. Female narcissists tend to want to be the center of attention, as most narcissists do. Narcissists use people as narcissistic supply, and they need them to essentially be a mirror during their interactions that says, you are perfect and special in every way. They use other people and their interactions and reactions to them as validation that they are as special and superior as they think they are. The female narcissist wants to be the best of everything and everyone around her. Whatever it is that she views as being the most important quality for her to be viewed as perfect and superior, she will want that to be reserved only for her, nobody else. So whether it's beauty or money or intellect, she will want to believe and have others reflect back to her she is indeed the best among them. And just so you know, this competitiveness doesn't only happen with the female narcissist and her friends or coworkers. She can feel this intense competitiveness with her own children, siblings, neighbors, stepchildren, daughter-in-laws, you name it. The female narcissist is inherently jealous of others, which triggers the true self that feels deeply inferior, which in turn will provoke her to become intensely competitive. She needs to believe she is the best in all circumstances, even with her own children, stepchildren, grandchildren, or daughter-in-law. When you think about it, it's really such a pathetic way to exist. Number 2, the female narcissist is overly concerned about her appearance to the point that it can be an obsession. And she isn't only obsessed with her own appearance. She can become obsessed about the appearance of everyone in her family. She can become obsessed with how her friends look, co-workers, employees, grandchildren, you name it. Unfortunately, the female narcissist tends to be solely focused and obsessed with appearance, and that's just about it. Everything is so superficial for the female narcissist. They aren't genuinely interested in the things that truly matter about being a human being, like character and values, unless, of course, it's in a phony sense because she uses that as part of the image she wants to convey to the outside world. For example, if she's a churchgoer, it will be to keep up the appearances, not because she is truly interested in attending church, but only because she wants to be viewed as that type of person and because it fits her fraudulent image. She wants to be seen with the right people at the right places at all times. Number 3, she is extremely jealous and thinks everyone is jealous of her. All narcissists are incredibly envious of other people. Even though they might project an image of extreme confidence or even cockiness, the reality is, underneath it all, they are deeply jealous and envious of other people. She loves to get together with her posse of friends and take the opportunity to talk behind other people's back. And have chit-chats about how superior they are to so-and-so. They are known for talking horribly about people behind their backs. They are incredibly two-faced. And because they are so jealous of other people, and because they are so incredibly two-faced, she assumes other people think like she does, and therefore must also be jealous of her. And of course, she gets a lot of narcissistic supply just from the thought that others are jealous of her. That feeds her ego and helps to support her deep feelings of inferiority. Number 4, she is overly sensitive to criticisms. Because the female narcissist is completely consumed by her image, she is incredibly sensitive to any personal criticism, even perceived criticisms. The false self that she has built is dependent on this false belief that she is special and superior. So anytime she gets information to the contrary, it is incredibly upsetting to her, and usually she will get insanely defensive. This will inevitably cause a narcissistic injury. She cannot accept or tolerate criticism, not even constructive, kind, helpful criticism. She takes any form of criticism very personally, and to say she becomes easily offended is an understatement. This is not a person that you could have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with. She is not interested in any version of reality that does not portray her as perfect. Number 5, she uses her sexuality to her advantage. I'm sure this isn't a shock to anyone. Typically, the male narcissist will use his money, assets, or his profession to try and manipulate other people. The female narcissist, on the other hand, will use her sexuality in all kinds of ways to manipulate and take advantage of other people, in particularly men. Narcissistic men also can utilize their sexuality or physique to their advantage, but this is a primary tool of the female narcissist. Female narcissists will dress provocatively many times. They will inappropriately flirt and flaunt and display their physical attributes in order to get attention and narcissistic supply. Also, the female narcissist will commonly have affairs with their partner's friends or family members. It isn't uncommon for them to select a new person for narcissistic supply, literally from their current partner's personal circle. I have seen this time and time again with the female narcissist. They will be married to someone, and then lo and behold, it comes out that she is getting a divorce and marrying her husband's first cousin. They have no ethics or morals when it comes to obtaining what they want, and they are usually quite lazy and will take advantage of potential sources of supply nearest and available to them. Number 6, she will manipulate you with punishments. If you don't do what the narcissist wants you to do, she definitely has some manipulation tactics up her sleeve in order to get you to comply. She is an expert at the silent treatment, cutting you off from affection or sex. She is really good at utilizing neglect and abandonment to make her partner, her children, her loved ones, her friends comply with whatever has displeased her. A male narcissist many times will blow up and become verbally and emotionally abusive, but the female narcissist will usually punish her victims by withholding attention and affection. Number 7, she has shameless disregard for boundaries. I cannot even express this enough, but female narcissists do not respect anyone's boundaries, especially with their interpersonal relationships. They think they are always welcome, that their input is always needed and valued, and that everyone else's belongings are available to her whenever it pleases her. She will not respect other people's personal space even. She will help herself to whatever you have and act like she's doing you a favor. No knocking on the front door, things of that nature. And if you confront her about her intrusions and try and get her to stop and to respect your boundaries, in my experience, she will just completely ignore it, behave as if she either doesn't remember the conversation or as if it just never happened. Or she will manipulate the conversation in order to shift blame onto you without taking any accountability. But her behavior won't change and her boundary violations will just continue. Number 8, she is materialistic. Female narcissists love spending money. They love surrounding themselves with people who have money so that they can manipulate them into spending money on them. And the more expensive, the better. To the female narcissist, the clothes, cars, handbags, and jewelry, these material things that she has validate her deep insecurities, and it gives her a false sense of being valuable and worthy. She also loves to try and utilize her material things in order to make herself feel superior to others. She loves to flaunt her assets in hopes that she will provoke others to be envious of her. Her material things, of course, also complement her obsession that she has with her image and her desire to portray a false reality of who she is to the outside world. She lives for material things. Number 9, she is a drama queen and loves the drama. Narcissists bore quickly, and because they are so superficial and lack any depth or real character, they thrive on drama. The more involved in the drama they are, the better they like it. And when something happens in her life, regardless of how insignificant, it will be a production. She will usually exhibit bold and dramatic histrionics when telling stories about herself or something that she did in her past. It will be the most amazing, successful, incredible story that you have ever heard. Many times it won't sound like someone could have either had that good of a life, or that bad of a life, because she is grossly exaggerating or just lying about it completely. Her dramatics and involvement in drama will always be a present feature with the female narcissist. And number 10, she will pit people against each other. She is very good at triangulation. Female narcissists are known for causing problems between family and friends. They will commonly tell one person something about another person, knowing full well this will trigger problems between these two people. Often they will embellish their story to make sure emotions are extra heated. If you are dating or married to a female narcissist, then I have absolutely no doubt you are very familiar with this topic. They are famous for trying to triangulate you against old boyfriends or someone that they work with, or even one of your friends or relatives. They will even do this between their own children. Narcissistic mothers are proficient at causing problems and fighting between siblings. If you are unfortunate enough to have a narcissistic mother or narcissistic mother-in-law, then she will be a big, big problem in the marriage. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone.